So in terms of visualization, what you could do is talk them through exactly what that change looks like and what they can then expect about that outcome. I think what we tend to do is just tell them to do something without either giving them the absolute steps to get there, but also then what that something will look like. So it might be, I really want you to have a cup full of salad with lunch every day. Cool, I could do that, but it would be, what I want for you to do is go to the shops and get yourself those pre-packaged salad bowls and then put a nice dressing over it to make that salad taste nice, and then I want you to have that every single day, and it should be nice and fresh and crunchy, and it should be really sweet and delicious with that nice dressing on it. If you are not on LinkedIn, then it's a problem, particularly if you're coming to work in a professional space. LinkedIn is all around business and professionalism, so as a dietitian, you should be on there. The only thing is making sure that you update it regularly. You don't have a sexy looking photo of yourself in a professional space. Make sure that it is something that looks a little bit professional. It's not you just hanging out on the beach with your friends. And then outside of that, make sure you put your skill sets in there. So it's not just this I did placement, it's trying to make you look more employable. So I'll try to put as many things in there as you can. Even as a student, it's more around experiences and what you've done. Not so much that you worked at Target for 5 years, but maybe more geared towards your professional space. So just be truthful, be accurate, and make sure that it's reflecting you as a professional, not you as just a student.
What's the number one thing that keeps clients coming back?
Human connection. Absolutely though. Human connection and results. So I would say both are pretty tightly linked, because even if the client's not getting any physical results, if they enjoy and they value your time, then they will want to continue to come back. I think there's subsets to that. It's really important to value your skills and the reasons for why you are valuable for that client, and that includes rebooking and re-emphasizing and selling your skills in the long term, and that is what makes clients come back. So some things that seem to or could improve. So with all of your clients that present to you with gut issues, probiotics, aside from someone with SIBO, so with a bacterial overgrowth, I would definitely not suggest a probiotic, but it can be beneficial for people that are presenting with gut. It doesn't particularly matter what it is. For the most part, people that have IBS or gut issues have dysbiosis and quite a limited diet, which limits their gut biome. And personality and communication, because that is fundamental when it comes to being a dietitian. And then for me also their ability to answer questions, particularly clinical, in relation to their thought processes. So I don't particularly care about the answer, it's more just around how they are thinking about the question and how their brain works in response to the feedback that we give. That's pretty much, they're the two big ones for me. We ask them what they're eating, so it depends on where they're at, what stage of surgery, post-surgery recovery that they are at. So if they were in the, let's say the fluid phase, it might be, have you opened your bowels yet? If so, all right, good, how was it? Not too bad, okay, great. So you'd talk about strategies around each of those different phases. You would discuss hydration. You would want to know how they're going in terms of bowels and urine to make sure they're keeping on top of that. What other questions you would want to know? How they're coping. Any mental or psychosocial issues, because sometimes that can play a part into their recovery. And then outside of that, I mean, every other normal question you would ask, you would just be targeting it towards their surgery, their stage of recovery, and their progress. Well, we do it every day. We're constantly teaching dietitians how to be better at different things, but you're right. I think there are some people that are better built for that and maybe have that self-awareness to be able to change or modify approaches. But my advice on how you get better, whether you've got someone shadowing you or not, is think about the clients that aren't getting anywhere. So those clients that maybe didn't come back to see you, those clients that aren't following your advice, those clients that aren't getting results, they're the ones that you have the most capacity to grow in, and they're the ones that you should be focusing your attention on.
Yes, so one of the top tips I always have, and Peter always has for dietitians when we're interviewing, is that they need to learn food. Food is literally your job as a dietitian, and not knowing it is really not acceptable. I'm not talking about the food that you eat every single day, Yeah, you know the kilojoule content of that, of the healthy food, of your superfoods, of your acai bowls, but you need to know the pizza, the quarter pounder, the KFC menu, what you can order from there, what you can edit, all the different things that you can do to help the clients, because they're not going to be eating the shit that you're eating. They're going to be eating real food that the general public consumes. So you not knowing that will put you at a severe disadvantage, and you knowing that will put you above others in interview settings, but 100% above others when you're building rapport and building relationships and getting results for your clients.